In this video, we will be building a application which will change the wallpaper of the phone automatically for every 30 seconds. So let's see the demo. As you can see, so this is the current wallpaper, and if I run my application and click on this button, this wallpaper will be replaced with a new wallpaper for every 30 seconds. So let's see. In the meantime, let's just open the Android Studio and create a new project. Click on empty activity and give a name. So here you can see the wallpaper has been changed to this, and if you wait for 30 more seconds, so it will be changed to other wallpaper. So let me give the name as wallpaper and click on finish. Okay, so this is what we'll be reading. I have started this new project, and yeah, so let's start. So first let me clear this text view, and here they have mentioned like we have to use a linear layout in order to do the design. So let me just clear this constraint layout, and here just type in linear layout, and yeah, so if you go to design, so here you can see linear layout has been added, and now I want this button to be placed over here, and here you can see this button has been placed on the top, so we cannot drag it over here or we cannot add any constraints in the declared attributes. So what we should do is, so here if you go to the code and in the linear layout, so there is something called as gravity. So if you add this Android gravity and if you make it as center, so then in the design, so you can see the button has been arranged in the center. So yeah, so let's add an ID to this button, btn, and here you can change this name to change wallpaper, and yeah, so this was the simple design. So let's see the backend part. Okay, so now open this main activity in the Java, and here what you want is, so you want images for the wallpaper, right? So first bring those images in this Android Studio. So to do that, you can go to the images which you like, which you want, and here I have these three images. So just copy this, and in the Android Studio, go to this res folder. In this, you can see the drawable. Just right click on that, and here you can paste. So here, paste it in the drawable folder, not on the drawable 24. And if you do refract, and here you can see the three images has been added. Right. Okay, so now after doing that, now you need to use these images in this program. So now you can do something like you can use this R object. In that, there's a method called as drawable, and in the drawable, here you can see these three are the images which you want, right? So you can just name those images like this, and so similar thing has to be done with those two images also, and yeah, so now you have these three images, and now I want to iterate over all these images. So to iterate, what you can do is you can create a new array of images, and here uh, you can place this values. So these are the values which I want to iterate over, right? So I can just place these images over here, right? So now I can access these images individually by using their indexes. So if I give like images of 0, so I will get this first image. Images of 2, then I will get this image. So yeah, so this is the first step. So next what we need to do is, so let us create an object for the button, and let's import it, and here when it is created, So you have to add a listener onto the button. So you can just give like button dot set on click listener, and inside it you can pass a view. And on click, what should happen is the wallpaper should get changed for every 30 seconds. So let us first implement the simple thing, like when you click on this button the wallpaper should get changed, only that much, so not the automatic part. Okay, so let's start that. Now you are having this button, but you have not linked it with the front end part. So first of all you need to find it here. So you can use the find view by id function, and here you can pass r.id. Button and assign this value to button. Okay, so our application will basically change the wallpaper of the phone. So now in order to make these changes, so it needs certain kind of permission. So your app needs certain permission. So those permission you can specify it in this manifest folder. So if you click on this, you can see this Android manifest, and here you can add the special permissions which your app needs. So if you go on top, and if you do like your app uses this permission, and if you add an angular bracket to this, so you can get this templates. And if you click on this, so here you need this permission as Android permission set wallpaper. So this is the permission which you want, and you need to close this. So let's delete it. Yeah, so this is basically the permission which your app needs. So your app basically uses set wallpaper function. So after doing this, go to this main activity, and here you can start working on the wallpaper changing application. Now I want to set the wallpaper on both the home screen and lock screen. So now there's a method called wallpaper manager. If you go in wallpaper manager, and if you search for, if you do control F, you can search for a method called get instance. So yeah, so get instance basically takes a parameter as context. So contexts are nothing but like see, so now you want your wallpaper to be displayed on home screen and lock screen, right? So context will specify the space where your output should be rendered. So in this case it's both the home screen and lock screen. So you should pass your home screen and lock screen's location has the parameters to get instance. Now to do that, go to this main activity, and here in this class this method you have to use get instance, and to pass the location of home screen and lock screen you can use a method called get base context. So if you go to this base context, so here you can see it will return mbase. So mbase is nothing but main base, which is lock screen and the home screen, right? So after doing this, this will return you object which is of the type wallpaper manager. You just create a new object and assign it to this wallpaper manager, right? Okay, so now I have these images and I want to display it onto the screen, but these are of the format JPEG, so I cannot directly display it onto the screen. So first I need to convert it into something called as bitmaps. So bitmaps are nothing but, so imagine a large grid, so which is having smaller squares. So in this, each of the squares represents particular value. So these values will correspond to a particular color. So when you put together all these squares, you can get an entire object or an entire image. So you need to convert it into some format like that. So to do that, you are having a method. So you are having a class called bitmap factory. In this, there is a method called decode resource. So if you click on this decode resource, and here you can see these two parameters. So here there are two parameters, that is resources and int. So for the integer part, you can use this array which you had created. So you can use images of I. So I is used for the iteration, so I have not declared it. So let me just declare it int I as 0. And then for the resource, there is something called get resource. So get resource is basically a method which will return you uh, objects which are of the type resources. So just use that get resource method. Right, so now you have converted your images. So you are basically converting all of your images into the bitmap form. So I will increment this I. Okay, so now you have this method. So this is basically for the conversion. So now you want to display this converted image onto the screen. So you can use this wallpaper object, and in that there is something called set bitmap. So set bitmap will basically take a bitmap object, and you can just pass in this object which you have created in this. And yeah, so basically this entire function will take your image, and it will convert it into bitmaps, and it will render it on the screen. So here you can see there is an error. And so yeah, so if you click on this, and so it will tell you to surround it with a try catch block. So yeah, just do that. So just surround this method with a try catch block. And yeah, so let's just run our app and see. Okay, so I have installed the app on the phone. So yeah, so here you can see, so if I click on this change wallpaper, and if I go here, so this is my current wallpaper. And if I click on change wallpaper, so here you can see, so it has been changed to this. If I again go and if I again click on change wallpaper, it has been changed to this. And now if I try to do, so yeah, so if I try to do this, it won't work, because yeah, so because here what happens is, so yeah, so here you are incrementing this I, right? But so since you are having only 3 images, when this I value reaches more than 2, it cannot find any images. So you have to add a condition like if I becomes, or if I value becomes 3, so then you have to reset the value of I to 0. So now it will be in a loop. And now if I try and run this app, yeah, so now let's try. So if I click on change wallpaper, so this is there. And if I do again, so this is, and again I have been changed to this. And now if I change, so yeah, so it has been changed to the previous one. So yeah, so now this button part is working, but we don't want it to be static like this. So we want that we want this changes to happen automatically. So for that we have to use a timer class. So we'll see that. So now what you want is, on click of this button, uh, the wallpaper of the phone should get changed automatically uh, after every 30 seconds, right? So to do that, you have to use something called schedule. So that schedule method is basically present in a class called timer. So you cannot directly use it. So you have to create an object of the timer, and then you have to use the method called schedule, which takes 3 parameters. So if you click on this, and if you go on the third one, yeah, so here you can see it takes 3 parameters. So one is task, one is delay, and one more is this period. Here task is basically the function which you want to get executed, which you want to be executed. Delay is the delay is nothing but like after how much seconds or after how much time you want this function to be executed. So that can be specified in delay. So this period is nothing but between two functions how much time gap should be there. So here you are not using this delay. You can give that as 0, and this period basically you want to call your function for every 30 seconds, right? So you can specify 30 seconds over here. Okay, so now in the schedule you need to pass in the task. So tasks are nothing but it's of this timer task, right? So timer task is basically an abstract class, so you need to create that. So right, so now you are having this method, right? So this is basically placed in on click itself. So now I want to make it as a separate task, so I will just cut this, and here I will make a new class called change wallpaper. So this basically extends the timer task which I want to pass over here. So basically it takes the timer class. So timer class is an abstract class. So now I am implementing this abstract class in the, I am extending the change wallpaper over here. So I have to in the timer task you can see there will be a method called so there is a method called void run. So I have to implement this method over here. So I will override, I will do override, and override which method? So basically timer task. I will override the void run method, and here I will paste this code which I have written on the top. Okay, so now here you can see, so this is basically a new task which you have created by extending the timer class, and you are implementing this method void run. So on void run what should happen? You are taking this you are creating this wallpaper manager object, and then you are converting your images into the bitmap, and then you are setting it onto the wallpaper. So yeah, so this is the new task which you have created. So now in the schedule I have to call this task. So to call that I need to create an object of the class change wallpaper. I have to pass the delay, so there should not be any delay, and it should be called for every 30 seconds. So here you can see, so this period will basically take the format in milliseconds. So I have to get 30 seconds, so I will write it as 30,000. So 30,000 is basically 30 seconds. So 30,000 millisecond is basically 30 seconds. So yeah, so what happens is, so when you click on this button, a new function is scheduled, so which will get called for every 30 seconds. New function is basically this change wallpaper, and change wallpaper will automatically change the wallpaper of your phone. Okay, so let's try running this. So I have installed that, and here you can see, so this wallpaper will be changed to other one in 30 seconds. So if you wait for 30 seconds, it will get automatically changed. So here you have to remember this, like when it reaches the when its length will become more than 3, it should again initialize to 0. So here you can add more images. You can just add images onto this array, and same method will be followed. So yeah, so that's about this video. So you have seen how you can change the wallpaper of the phone automatically.